Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Mindset Monday. This is Coach Scott. As you know, Monday is a big day. I'd like to break down what Monday is all about, what the beginning of your week is all about, and why there's no reason to kind of be bummed out about it. You know, I don't know if any of you guys saw my post yesterday, but here's my breakdown to my secret, you guys, to just really looking forward to your Monday, looking forward to just whatever really day of the week. And this is what it is, you guys. We all have a purpose. We all have a reason to be in other people's lives, to be at the specific job that we're doing, or to have the friends that we have. I mean, there's just a why about all of that. And not acknowledging or identifying what our whys are puts us in a place where we don't really know what's ahead of us. You know, when we understand what is our why, when we understand why we do things, then I think there's an opening of our pathway that gives us understanding of the purpose of what's going on for our day. So here's an example. I always like kind of give my example, and I guess my example isn't always everybody's, but there's a way to actually to have a story or to be able to see the story of it all. All right, so here's the thing. So my why, you guys, is my family, okay? So I think about this, and we actually had a conversation with my oldest about this. That's my sidekick, Jace. My why, so like I'll get up in the morning, and I go to work, and it's a little bit earlier than other people. I will work all day long. You know, I'll work with athletes, I'll work with my classes, I'll do some of this behind the scenes stuff. And then I'll come home, and it's relatively a long day, right? We all have long days. And then I get up and I do it all over again the next day, right? So like physically we're tired, but when you like know what your game plan is, like why you're doing it, then that physical tired, is just something that happens. I almost say it's kind of like it's not even really a distraction. It's just kind of like what happens. It's kind of like being a parent, right? I'd even say this is like, I don't know what's being a mom, but I'm going to say this. It's like being a mom is you have kids, especially little ones, right? And there's a lot of needs that are required, and there's a lot of mom stuff, right? And then probably depending on what time the kids go to bed, and then it stops, right? Well, then you do the whole thing all over again the next day, right? It's not like, oh man, I can't do this anymore. You know why you do it. You're a mom now, right? So here's my whole thing. It's like figuring out, identifying what your purpose is. I think that's super helpful to identifying what we want to do or what direction we are moving into, right? And so here's the thing also, and I talked about this last week, is that when we can identify what we're doing, when we can identify what our purpose is, then the opportunities start showing up of what has been there possibly the whole time, right? When we're so distracted and bogged down about Monday, or we're so bogged down about this specific day, well, that's what I refer to as just a distraction. It's distracting us from other stuff that's really wanting our attention. And like, especially business owners, people that want to be business owners, people that are working for somebody else for like moving up where you're working at, like getting other opportunities where you're working at. When we're distracted, we can't even see that. We don't even have time for that. And so just kind of as you get going, guys, like if your job, like if your goal is to be super passionate and to be the best at what you do, I mean, you fill in the blank, then you can't ever really achieve that, you guys, until you actually are undistracted, okay? So getting undistracted, you guys, is huge. And again, it doesn't matter what line of profession you are in or who you are, mom, dad, brother, sister, you know, employee, business owner, like just get rid of your distractions and then you'll start to more clearly see of what's really ahead of you. The thing that we do not see because we are sometimes distracted is just how often, or actually how about this, how powerful we really are and how successful we can totally be when we're not distracted. And it could be just little things, like success is like, it could be defined in a whole different ways, and everybody might have their own little, their definition of success. But our success is actually waiting for us. Our successful like results are like waiting for us. So just takeaway right now, you guys, I got about 30 seconds, by the way, is getting rid of your distractions so you're able to see the opportunities that are right ahead of you, okay? I did have something to address also. Well, what about those days that you're just down, right? I don't know. You guys know me, and a lot of you guys know me. If you don't know me, I'll explain me, right? I'm not always up and going, right? Like, I always do look in the optimistic way because that's totally who I am. But there's days that are just like, ooh, my, today's real heavy. I'm feeling like really heavy. And sometimes I just sit back and I can't fully understand what's going on. But this is what I've been doing. This is what I work with a coach. And this is what I've been learning and really been encouraged. And then after I got introduced to this little, I'm going to call it philosophy, but this philosophy, when the days are just kind of like heavy and just really overwhelming, I just refer to this as, you could really call it whatever you want to do, but it's just going to be, I'm taking a break, I'm clocking out, and I'm not like physically clocking out, but I'm like mentally clocking out. And here's my example, like, what's the day? Today's Monday, so it's like last week, and I would say it was like Wednesday or Thursday, and it was just like a really heavy day. And I try to fight my hardest through those heavy days just because I have a lot of stuff on my mind on things to get done. By the way, that 30 seconds is way longer than 30 seconds, I know. I'm almost done. But the thing what I did is with the heavy day is I totally clocked out. I put everything down and I took a break, right? Now, your take a break could be like 20 minutes, or your take a break could be a full day, right? For me, sometimes I take a full break for a day. And I just turn off everything, meaning a lot of it is just kind of like what I want to get done, what I want to do, what I want to accomplish. And what that does, it allows me to reset, and whatever is going on, I'm able to have some clarity, but also I will be able to come back to that tomorrow, an hour later, whatever, because it will still always be there. And I'm just better that way when I'm able to reset, when I'm able to kind of give myself a break. And then I come back, and then I'm back on fire and stuff like that. So how do you know you're there? When you're super bummed, when creativity is not happening, when you don't really feel like you're accomplishing anything, you're just like, what's my purpose on anything? Like those are real, in my opinion, those are real bad areas to be at. And that's like your quick first sign. I need to check out just for a little bit. I need to go out. I need to go for a walk. I just need to breathe. Okay. And so, again, that's my little idea of what I think is going to be to a successful day, to a successful Monday, to a successful week, whatever. Stop being distracted. Identify what your opportunities what their opportunities are, and how they've been missed. But really, stop being distracted. Keep your eyes open for the opportunities that's ready to be grabbed. And if you need a break, clock out, take a break. All right, guys, I hope you're having a great day. Again, I hope this is helpful. Happy Mindset Monday, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.